Good morning. Y'all the good solar eclipse? I hope so. Only 7 years before the next one. Getting right into it then, our first story is about quadriplegic Lucas Lidner. You know, having to deal with being quadriplegic has genuinely got to be one of the scariest thoughts I can imagine. My heart really does go out to anyone who has to deal with this. Got to be a terrible experience. I mean, you're basically being trapped within your own body, unable to move. But if the idea of that sounds scary to you, then you are having the proper reaction. It's terrifying. But maybe don't be too scared, because it's time for the return of our good old friend, science! Because, thanks to that thing Futurama keeps making fun of, stem cells, which I'm not going to touch on in this video because otherwise it would be 30 minutes long. You people have Google, you can figure it out by yourself. Lucas was able to regain control of his arms, hands, and fingers. What began as a man who could barely move anything below his neck besides the upper part of his arms is now pitching a baseball in a major league game. God damn it, science, what can't you do?
Give you a girlfriend.
The next story is about a 4-year-old kid who writes a little letter to NASA, proposing a rocket ship design. And NASA, being an awesome place, decides to be awesome and write the kid back. They basically told him he has the power to change the world, to make his own rockets by living out his dreams and staying in school, blah blah blah. Naturally, 4-year-old Idris freaked out and wouldn't stop talking about how NASA wrote him back. And while I love the idea of this kid being so inspired by NASA's message that he leads the human race into a whole new era of peace and amazingness, god damn it, I just love this because it's cute. Alright, last story we have here legitimately made me tear up a little bit. Former Royal Marine Matthew Goodman, who served in the Iraq War, is selling his medals to help pay for a little girl's $256,000 cancer treatment. 4-year-old Lodi Johns has already gone through a 13-hour procedure to get the cancer out of her brain, which did manage to take 95% of the cancer out, and is going through treatments to get the rest of it out, still only leaves her with a 20% chance to live through the next 5 years. And on top of that, the cancer has an 85% chance of coming back. That is, of course, unless she receives a special treatment immediately. And as you may have guessed, that's where Matthew and his medals come in. He sold all of his medals that he earned in Afghanistan and paid for the medicine using the money he got. Once they sold, in the place of my medals, I'll be wearing a childhood cancer awareness ribbon. For me, nothing is worth a child's life. And that'll do it for this week's episode of SwendooG. Please do yourself a favor in keeping a wonderful person. When next week shows up, you better still be wonderful. I'm going to hold you to that. And I'll talk to you till then. Have a good day. Because, thanks to that thing Futurama made fun of, stem cells, cells. Hey, you stayed till the end of the video. Thanks, I really appreciate that. You're a great person. You probably have lots of friends. Your soul's made of puppies, stuff like that. Thank you. Thank you.